Hello everybody, my name is Ungar, and welcome back to Empires of the Undergrowth version 1. Now, the ICS is doing something special for this release. We're doing a bit of a challenge here. And so in today's video, we're going to be making some progress on that challenge. You know, doing some, well, I guess you'd put it as doing some challenges in this new tier. Now today we're doing 5.1 Triage on hard, no medics, and with all the Mounds killed and devoured. So yeah, I guess we're gonna hop right into it. We're not gonna do a challenge. Ah, shucks, this is a hard choice. Oof, no medics. I wonder which medic option we'll choose. Oh yeah, guys, fast responder. Okay, so immediately after entering, you kind of just want to start clearing the nest of most of the little termite mini mounds. I don't even know what to call these little termite pockets. You just want to start clearing those, let the workers put a few eggs down, and then we want to build some food stores right after. But alright, turn this off. Yeah, we can kind of just have our guys come down here. And alright, some workers are idling, so up here. And yeah, that is pretty much what you want to do for the start of the game. Clear these three, and then leave these ones, because those are the little grub things. But then you want to go around here as well, and just start by clearing all this, because this gives you a lot of free food. And soldiers are pretty expensive, so you definitely want to build, well, collect a lot of food so that you can build more of them. If you have managed to clear all of the little termite mound areas in the nest, then you kind of do want to just start to go for the actual termite themselves. And yeah, you leave these three, this pocket, and this pocket, but the other three should be cleared. You should have 2 9s of soldiers, so 18, and then a 15 of workers. My strategy for ambushing the termite mounds is have the soldiers with food gathering off and the workers with attack off, and then you can kind of just come in and, you know, most of your soldiers stay there. You want to continuously attack one mound. We're not going to do a raid per se, we're just going to absolutely mush them until they die, because, you know, that is the goal of the mission. Do it medicless and clear every single... Sorry about that. Clear every single mound. So yeah, you just kind of want to keep on attacking the blue mound. And yeah, build up your soldier count. You should have just about 20 of each. And then start upgrading. So you should have 40 soldiers, possibly a few more. And 90 workers. So just continue building. And I'll see you when blue dies or when the sun spider invades. It really just depends on how their AI reacts. At this point, most of the blue mound has been cleared. Everything that we did not clear in these chambers naturally despawned. And only the queen is left, and we're about to finish her off. We finished our second worker group, and I also built a few more nest guys down here, working on food stores right now. And then upgrading some of our soldier chambers. You have to very much go quickly in this mission to prepare for some of the stronger enemies later on, and especially with no medics. So sorry if there's a lot going on here. Might want to rewind. But yeah, basically, blue mound cleared, built a few more nest guys. We're at 23. We have 2 30 chambers of workers for collecting and 2 15 chambers of soldiers that we're working on increasing the size of as we speak, along with a much larger food storage so that we can sustain our soldiers throughout the fight. Next on the list to eliminate is green here, but we are going to make a small raid on yellow. What you can do, even though the sun isn't out, is if you get up until into this little cooled area, they actually send out some soldiers. So we can kind of just come up here and start popping a lot of their soldiers up and weakening yellow. We will leave them for last, as they're a really easy to collect food source and very good. So we're just kind of going to sit here and, you know, weaken them up a little bit, make sure that we can collect some of this food Because, yeah, there's no reason to return to blue, and we want to save a bit of renewable food if possible. At this point, yellow is pretty much done for. We did draw them out here as much as possible. They do like to split up their soldier groups until you get to about here where they'll send out everything. So if possible, I mean, that was a stupid move moving all the way up here. We should have waited like right here, drawn them out, and fall back. That is what I would recommend. And then you can see they just sort of trickle in, which allows us to come in here and clean them up with ease. Another thing you are going to want to do is clear this out. This is where I put my final group of 30. And before the Sun Spider even arrives, you should have all your units built. And then it's just a matter of saving up food and upgrading whenever you have a lot of food to spare. Like I said, we aren't actually going to kill yellow today. So once they literally have like absolutely nothing left, we retreat back and prepare for the Sun Spider and just kind of let them regrow. Food is never really an issue for them, so they will be back. The problem is that their tiles are on cooldown, so they're fine. It'll just take them a little while, and yeah, we can already see them sending out a few workers that'll start to collect food. So I'm not sure if this is really going to help, but the Sun Spider can destroy things in your nest, so it may be beneficial to clear this little chamber here. Usually the Sun Spider does not get all the way over here, and that food chamber over there is never really food positive. But you know, just to make sure this fight is a little easier, get everyone ready at the door, get them clearing this, and the Sun Spider should not really get that far. It's really the Centipede that is going to do some damage to your nest. Okay, and the Sun Spider has entered the nest. Immediately, you want to have ants surrounding it, so pretty much just position them at the door. It really is never a threat. Poor Sun Spider. Yeah, that's that guy claimed, and probably wouldn't even have opened that up. I mean, why don't we open this just before the Centipede arrives and prepare to march on green. This is actually going much better than some of my previous runs. We might not even want to kill green here. This is very, very early, so I'm not totally sure. We're gonna march on them and we're gonna raid them, but I'll get back to you guys once they're pretty much cleared to see if we want to eliminate them or not. So yeah, like I said last time, we want to draw their soldiers out and sort of try and split them up as much as possible. So do a bit of damage and then fall back, wait for them to send their soldiers out, size them up. They actually don't look that powerful. And then wait for one of their groups to retreat, which they should do in just a minute here. Yeah, some of them are heading back. Not enough, though. There we go. Yeah, get out of here, guys. And on the march. If you get pushed back, nothing to worry about. You do want to be very careful about your food and do not overspend. That can get you in a very bad position, as to get food, you need to fight. So you always need to be able to respawn your soldiers. Always, always, always. What you can kind of do is just continue to beat them up using that strategy of luring the soldiers out during the midday sun. If you just come up here, they'll come fight you. So you can always get food. I wouldn't press their nest right now. We'll probably wait a little bit. We'll wait for some of our backup to get back, and probably after the midday sun goes away. We just want to keep harvesting their soldiers, make sure that it's a clean shot to the queen. And I'm mega upgrading one group. This group isn't upgraded yet. I'm not sure if the soldiers have a level 3 ability. The update really just came out a few days ago. So I'm still learning along with you guys, and I hope this helps you. It's definitely working out for me, but if you guys have any questions or concerns about the strat, if you want to try it for yourself, tell me in the comments and I'll help you as best I can. You may think this is easy if you're doing it right, but just like how the Fire Ant tier released, the difficulties really do scale up fast. Extreme is definitely something I would personally not mess with all these self-imposed challenges. Hard is pretty much the maximum that I would do this on, but as we can see, their nest is cooked. They have nothing left. So what we can do is just press in and kill them off. Make sure to collect as much of the brood chambers as possible, because, you know, the queen will not despawn. You can always feast on her corpse, but the brood chambers do despawn. So what I'm working on right now is a worker chamber. Make sure that we can actually collect a lot very fast. Get this final 30 up, and then, yeah, we will press into the queen's chamber and begin to harvest. The major soldier brood chambers are absolutely filled with food. Only 13s and 15s, so that is the highest value. So you want to make sure this brood chamber is cleared before everything else. Then you go pretty much in descending degree order from the biggest to the smallest and least expensive casts of the termites. Pillage as much as you can before they start to disappear. Alright, I think this is the third night that this guy comes. Night 1, there isn't really anything. Night 2, sun spider. And then night 3, we got this. Night 4 will definitely be a challenge. But kill this thing preferably outside of the nest. Do as much damage out here as you can, as it, like I said, is going to pillage your nest. It will destroy everything. So try to do as much damage outside as you can, and I'm pretty sure it will rush into the nest, but at that point it should have low HP, and hopefully we should be, yeah, look at it go. Alright. Everyone retreat! This thing shouldn't be much of a problem if you've saved around 600 to 700 food. Next night, however, is going to be very, very difficult. So you pretty much just want to... Oh, okay, come on. Come on, kill it. For a second there, I thought it just, you know, it just kind of didn't want to fight my soldiers and ran away. But, you know, now it's done. And we are kind of starving a bit. That thing was pretty rough. So start pillaging green, make sure their queen is eaten. And by this point, I'm pretty sure that nothing will remain in their nest. But check just in case. Pillage the queen last. So yeah, there really is absolutely nothing left of this queen, or shall I say her nest. She is still there, ripe for the picking, and you want to absolutely charge yellow. Do as much damage to yellow as you can after this, because to get this win, we need to destroy every single nest. And, you know, big boys coming tonight. We don't have much time remaining, so we have to pillage this quickly and get out of here. And that is green entirely pillaged. Poor, poor green. On to yellow as quickly as possible, and make sure to kill them all. So for this raid, I'm turning food gathering off on my soldiers so that all they do is fight. 2 of my worker groups will fight and eat, and 1 of them will just eat. This should be able to puncture right through the yellow defense, and hopefully we will be able to eat them up. Like I've mentioned before, trying to draw out certain squads of soldiers is quite beneficial. You don't really want to fight them all at once if possible. That is the midday sun, and yeah, now we can sort of do our thing, draw out some of the bigger termite soldiers to come and fight us, and we do kind of rinse them pretty well here. It's a little hard to tell, we can only really see health bars, but if you saved up enough food, you should be fine. I do seem to have a problem with a tad bit of overspending here, but we are fine. We're getting pretty low on food. What we can do is instead just send everyone up here. Soldiers just defend and allow these workers to collect as much food as possible and just keep on clearing. At this point, yellow's nest should be pretty much cleared. There's only a few soldiers left, or at least there should be, and you should be able to begin entering their nest pretty shortly. We are in fact going to have some trouble dealing with the rainbow lizards. Charge past them if possible, and we absolutely need to harvest that queen. If you're running out of time like I am, harvest the queen and just prepare for this monster of a beast to enter the nest. It will absolutely tear units apart, so we need food for that. Yes, as the narrator has been just saying, you know, if you've played this level, you know what the narrator says. It's quite spooky indeed. The greatest amongst their number shall come tonight, and we have to be very prepared. I might even see if we can upgrade these food stores a little bit more, make sure we can hold over 2,000 food. And the queen is done, so now pillage as much of the rest of the nest as you can, prioritizing the major soldier chambers. Actually, we need someone to finish off literally 15 food. Like, are you serious right now? Maybe, okay, you know what? Get the workers up here too. Alright, here it comes. Get pretty much everyone we have back, like, immediately. We've pillaged the entire nest, and yeah, now it's time to fight this behemoth of an enemy. So, good luck, and I guess I'm just gonna run a little time lapse of me attempting to beat this guy. At a certain point, the scorpion will kind of just charge past your defenses and go into the nest, and at that point you obviously want to follow it in, collect as much food as we can, and we should have more than enough to defeat this thing. It'll get much stronger the lower HP it gets. So we're just going to have to hope that we've stored enough food and that our soldiers are plentiful enough to stop it. So the extra food is definitely necessary. A problem that I am starting to face is eggs, but we should be fine at this point. Yeah, and there you have it. 5.1 on hard, no medics, and every single nest, or termite nest, entirely pillaged. So, I hope you all did enjoy. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join the Discord with the link in the description, and yeah, I don't believe I am forgetting anything. So, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!